All right, everyone, welcome back to Fatal Blowout 2026. This is our final race of the day. This is our grand finals. If you're familiar with Fatal Blowout, you may be asking, well, what happened to the wildcard race? In the past, we've done a wildcard race where the second place runners from each race face off, and whoever wins that one ends up in the finals. We decided to forego that this year, trying something a little different and a little bit more of a streamlined process this year. So it may make a comeback in future years, but for this year, no wild card. Other than that, let me introduce our runners. We have from our first race, our winner, Kesa, who is had a great performance in his first race. Hopefully he can replicate that this year, or this time. We've got Travic Tox, who, if you're familiar with the Ancient Cave, really needs no introduction at this point. He knows one speed, and it is go fast, and he will be a menace on the field as usual. Followed by Dank Meats, who had the comeback of a century last week because he found 25 miracles or something like that, and put him over the top to win his round. But again, all of the runners this round are fantastic. So don't be surprised if there's no real dark horse in this race by any means. And last but not least, we have our winner from our previous round, Mike 34, who doesn't get a break but gets to jump right back in to another race. But means he's warmed up, he's ready to go, and I think we are ready to go. So without further ado, I'm going to count down our runners and then pass it over to our commentary team for the finals with Real Critical, and Clan is back for another round of talking, so hopefully he got some water or some tea or something, rest that voice a little bit. But let's get started, everyone. This is the 10th anniversary of Fatal Blowout. I can't believe we've been doing this for 10 years at this point. It seems not that long, but anyway, I'll reminisce later. All right, we'll count down runners if you're ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and with that, I'm going to pass it over to our commentary team. We've got Real Critical, and we've got Kesa. Clan, not Kesa. Are you there, fellas? Clan, RC, you there?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, take it away.
Yeah. Hey guys. Hey Clan.
Yo, Mike.
Welcome to the grand finals of Fatal Blowout 2026. And after everything we've seen the previous race, I think we can be excited for a lot of, high contested race spirit going around.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be sure one hell of a good run.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow kept the introductions functionally short. However,
already an Iris item.
Yeah, for Kids Custom, very nice. I was about to say in the early floors now a lot is going to happen, but yeah, I think I would still take the opportunity and introduce these runners here a little further. Let's see, you want to split this up, or should I?
Yeah, sure. I can talk about Case and Travic Talks, I guess.
Right.
Here's a custom that's his first time entering the Fatal Blowout, but he actually won another event. It was hosted this year called Arena, so he already proved that he's more than capable enough of showing his skills here. He had a fantastic round first, beat veteran players like Eve, so definitely deserves a spot here. Besides him is Travic Talks. As Shadow already said, he's well known in the Ancient Cave community. He's probably the best runner we have at this point when it comes to pure skill. He grinds for the world record pretty much every other day. And seeing how fast and well he plays, it's honestly amazing. He is a huge inspiration to many cave runners.
Yeah, and Dank meets Mike are both from Furious. Well, I mean, Traffic Talks has been around for a while. He was on and off, and only later started his rocket-like ascent. However, Dank and Mike started pretty much around the same time that I joined the community. Dank, of course, coming in immediately from 0 to hero in terms of cave skill. And hasn't been around the community much in recent years, but as far as we could see in his first round, taking it really confidently, judging by the points. He still knows what he's doing. Likewise, Mike proved the skill in the race he just saw. Was the only one to reach a jelly, unless I'm terribly mistaken, but no, I'm not. And yeah, probably with that points total that he got, which was the highest points total that we've seen in the tournament so far, would have probably secured a spot in the finals one way or another.
Yes, and we saw already a healing spell for Kaiser Custom. He found it in the very treasure room he is in right now. And it seems like his screen isn't cropped properly, I wanna say. It looks like it's a little bit missing to the right.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get the tech stuff sorted out quickly, but as it was discussed in chat briefly earlier on, 5 screens is a lot to follow, so now we're down to 4. That's a lot more convenient to look at.
A lot more manageable, I tell you that.
Yeah, so obviously the gloves are off. Everyone's fighting 3 other round winners. Everyone here has proven that they belong in this finals race. And we will probably see different strats, I will say that much, because the points do allow for a very speedy approach or a very loot-heavy approach that sacrifices a bit of runtime and therefore speed demon points to hopefully get more random drops. And I'm very curious to see which runner is going to use which. The other thing, go ahead.
I think we can pretty surely tell that Trev is going for the speed. I don't think this guy knows how to play slow. I think he only has one mode, and that's go mode.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. You know, maybe that's what he wants you to think.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, Iris item. I think the second one for Kiz already. Dang.
Yeah, it is. Very nice.
We haven't talked about the parties yet. You want to start, or...?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was going to mention just now, because I'm very curious how many party points have actually been gotten, and I see it on the score sheet. Everyone has the party points, which means everyone did bring a different non-default party into this race, which is a good thing, because, you know, missing those 5 points would have been a huge detriment. We've seen that in the last race, even though it was inconsequential. So, at the very least, as far as points are concerned, I'm happy that we're set there. You know, there's no advantages or anything of that sort. Now, for the contents of those parties, I do see that Dank brought Tia, which is not very surprising. It's a very good substitute for a guy, a bit more speedy, but less tanky, but more jelly options. Whereas Custom and... Oh, I see Selon as well from Mike.
Yes,
okay, so
I was about to mention.
Custom brought Guy, which is the default, very safe approach, kind of. But he did put the ball in Shannon's with Gusto, who's going to slow him down, the capsule monster. Mike brought Selon, which is the improved version of Tia in every regard except for agility, which is a very important attribute. And I did not yet see what Trav brought.
The any percent party plus Blaze, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So, yep. That's a pretty try-hard party.
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to bring Guy, especially if you're so used to him. Tia and Selene are somewhat viable options, but if you're not used to the squishiness or different jelly options, then it can be quite hard to make the most use out of them.
Yep, very dangerous to first try it out in 30.
Oh yeah, I would not recommend that. Oh, nice earring for Traffic Talks. We also saw a curse lifter for Mike earlier.
And
It's
that's
set
okay
for
with
keep.
that?
It's
Yep.
already some pretty nice finds. I already explained last round what makes Sap so good, but might as well do it again. It's straight up the strongest tier 3 spell available to you. It's the Holy Element, which is super nice to have in a cave. The only real downside is that it's locked to Artie. Artie's the only character in the whole game that can make use of it, but that's still a really good tool to have.
Now, there's a third Iris item, well, a first one for Dank, followed by Curse Lifter, which is pretty good. I'll
Yes.
also point out, if anyone else is looking at the points on the score sheet, they appear to be not updated live, like last round. So the entire scorekeeping is kind of set out in a way that makes it really easy to see things after the round, see what everyone has in their inventory. So be prepared for basically maybe not always have these update. We'll see what's going on in the tech side of things, but the main thing you got to keep in mind is if we're saying something like, oh, he's got this and that, it either means that it's a good item for a jelly kill, or it means that it's a good item to get points, or both. So basically you want them to get the jelly kill and have a lot of random drops, and well, maybe finish the race before 135 if they're going for speed.
I hope we see multiple people go for the speed kill. In my opinion, it's the most interesting way to watch the Ancient Cave.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also... I think it's arguable. We have discussed it briefly in the Discord before the tournament, of course. If you go for speed, you get guaranteed, 2 points per 5 minutes?
Yes, maximum of 12 points.
Exactly, and if you gamble on finding items, that means in those 25 minutes, you have to find 12 items worth of random drops, which, the drop rates, in my opinion, don't really support that, but as Dankmeat showed in his group race, it's very well possible.
Very much a viable choice indeed.
Yep.
We see Trapitox is the first person to get a red core. Red cores are pretty much the meta slimes of this game. They give a huge amount of experience, which is why the Marathon safety patch made sure that these are a little bit more accessible to get. You can probably go a little bit more into depth what was changed, Ossie.
Oh yeah, sure. But first I gotta mention that metal slimes are the red cores of Dragon Quest, not the other way around. So the Marathon safety patch, I think there's been a bit of misunderstanding of how much it actually makes the run safe. It only changes a few minor details, such as changing the core escape rate from 75% to 62.5%. So it's a very marginal change. Just make sure that runners can get an earlier start in the race. It guarantees you a Decker Blade pretty much, unless you intentionally avoid it for whatever reason, which I think none of these runners are gonna do. Nice trick for Dankmeat. And what else has changed even? The Blue Mimics and Ninja have both been limited to 2 enemies max per encounter, which is to avoid some runners just dropping out through bad encounter luck, getting rolled by a lot of Ninja in the same room, or a Blue Mimic in a door or something like that. There's nothing you can do if there's 4 most likely. And then, of course, the more average damage ratio that you I believe you explained towards the end of the last run. So, yep, very minor changes.
Things when they matter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I also have to mention. Go ahead.
Okay. You go.
No, I have to mention, Heal Cousin has a really nice start. I think I saw already 3 blue items, which were Apron Shield, Black Eye, and the Dark Mirror. Black Eye is probably the best out of the 3. It's a really good agility item. I'm not the best with numbers. I think it's like 15 agility.
I think
and
it's
like
20.
15 attack. 20,
But,
yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's been a while.
Yeah. God, I miss Eve already. She would know.
Yeah, some WizKid in chat can last now,
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I figure we're not going to explain this cave in the finals as if you guys were watching this for the first time, but of course, feel free to ask any question. We're also, I think, both reading chat, so...
Oh yeah. I have chat open.
Yep.
Yeah, I mentioned the Black Eye already. He also found Spark Staff. Spark Staff is a little less useful. It's a blue chest weapon, which is always nice to have, but it's pretty much only usable by Artie and the girls. It's not that strong compared to a normal blue chest weapon.
Yeah,
but it's fire element. It's pretty strong for the early game, so...
Yeah, the main issue is that you really want to have a Deadly Rod or a Fatal Pick on those characters that can wield it, which is why you almost never see it. Same with Dragon Spear.
I did argument with Eve. I think Dragon Spear over Deadly can be made an argument for, but we don't have to get too deep into that.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, for Spark Staff, it's really useful in the early game. I think there's no argument even with Dragon Spear. But later on, if you have to get through heavy enemies, the Dragon Spear doesn't really help. So I think it's situational.
Yeah, of course.
I don't see anyone equipping the Dragon Spear at floor 90. Let me say it that way.
Probably there's a situation where it's worth it. I can probably find one.
Also, do you think they put the two of us in the finals commentary because we're the only people in the community who can pronounce Kizakaston's name?
You might be onto something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to translate the name? It's Käse, pretty much means cheese, and Kasten, I guess box would be a translation. I guess Käse for non-German speakers would be very hard to pronounce.
There is a universe where Kizakaston himself has no idea what it means, which I think would be funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah. So, Trav is the first person that has reached floor 21, which means that now, to no one's surprise really, which means that now the Decablade, which has replaced Providence, will be in one of the chests that Providence can appear in, which that one really looked like it could be. So there is his Decablade. He's the first person to get it. Unfortunately, a bit less climatic than the usual runs because it's guaranteed, but nevertheless, it is one item less that you have to, have unreasonably good energy for.
Pretty nice enemy movement he has here. Oh, he even has the left wall glitch or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Usually the deadly swords follow the enemy one-to-one, but if they are to the most left wall, it can be buggy.
Yep. Yeah, some weird movement glitches and that. I believe you didn't really go into movement in your commentary last round, so maybe
try it here.
Yeah. I'll just expand a little bit about overall movement probably being the go-to tool to solve every situation. Basically, of course, if you have good weapons, if you have deadlies, you can kill enemies, but movement is your first response kind of, if you avoid a battle, you don't have to fight it. So, yep, that's the bread and butter of every cave runner, whether they realize it or not.
100% agree with you.
And of course, movement doesn't just avoid enemies, so you never get into an encounter with them. It can also mean get a back attack on them, which is if you face an enemy's back or a side, and then escape from the battle without having the enemies get a turn, which is essentially the same thing, just takes a bit longer, but yep, that also means you avoided the encounter through movement. And all that is just a part of, like you said last round, part of Lufia tech that might not be immediately obvious to the uninitiated.
Oh yeah.
But it's very, very important.
The better you get at this game, you really appreciate the movement of these good runners way more. It might look like a random slash, a random step, but if you pay attention, you can see what's really going on.
Yeah, so I believe there has been 4 cores staying, which is what Chad hints on. The patch surely has something to do with it, but it was also designed. It wasn't designed for Fatal Blowout, I will say, but it's, in my opinion, very suited for a tournament like this. It was designed with the feature in mind, kind of sort of, that everything that happens with the patch could also happen without the patch, right? You could also see only 2 ninja in encounter. You could also see 2 blue mimics. Really what we're trying to avoid is one player getting 4 blue mimics in a doorway while another player only gets 1 blue mimic not in a doorway, or like no blue mimics at all, which creates, because of the threat that those enemies pose for players, just creates a significant difference between the runners, and just to take the edge off.
Yeah, we saw a champion from Mike. We didn't go into healing spells quite yet. Healing spells, there are a total 5 of them, and really you are happy to find any of them. Let it be a normal healing spell or a revive spell, they're just so huge for the cave to make your life much easier.
Yeah, there's a lot of very useful gear that really runners will be happy to find. It's healing spells, weapons, of course, deadlies, and in this tournament also random drops. So there's the 3 main rocks that we also want to fight for Jelly, the Hidora Rock, Organ Rock, and Cancer. There's the status or, elemental damage balls. Well, I guess Smoke Ball is one of them, as that reminds me of.
I would rather say status balls than elemental balls.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fireball and Ice Ball, I'm thinking, that's
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Capsule fruits as well, and then of course miracles and iris items. None of those you can really influence. Of course, fruits you have to go for specific enemy kills, and none of them is really easy to go after. So Dank Meats right now is fighting Woodgorms and Newborgs. I had to think of their name for a second, and one of them drops fruits at the very least. I am unfortunately not too firm with that. But you can help me out, I'm sure.
It's the grey one. What's it called?
Newborg, yeah.
Yeah.
We do know the game, just in case anyone's wondering. Just these are enemies we normally don't have to worry about. Fruit drops normally don't matter, and their drop chance is so significantly low.
It's 2.5%, which is pretty much nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah. We have played the game before, as Shadow points out, yeah. Although, to be fair, it's been a while.
For you, yeah.
For me, yeah, not for you. Yep, so this is probably as good a time as any to get one thing out of the way, which is give credit to all the people that have worked on this tournament, so that afterwards no one can say we forgot about it. So there, of course, is Shadow and I believe Krieg in the beginning, who basically put this tournament on their legs. Then Eve made the art that you've seen in the starting and loading screens, kind of, sort of, as well as the sprites that you can see here. Not technically part of the tournament, but yep. Who else is there? Man-Made Mimic, as was said earlier, helped me a lot with the patches for both the marathon safety patch, and I guess some changes that haven't really been discussed are the default common fixes patches that come with it, which is fixing soft lock floors, single node floors, stairs not appearing, stuff like that. All that is patched out of the game. Soft locks from like poison and enemies like self-destructing in between 2 attacks, all that stuff is fixed. Save file dependent RNG is fixed, although everyone here has probably got 4 empty saves, so it doesn't make a difference. And the shrine
we're not getting into that.
Yep. So yeah, shout out to Man-Made Mimic for helping with that. And then of course, everyone who's participating, running, commentating, scorekeeping, and whatnot.
Doing art, also very important.
Yeah, doing art. I did mention Eve.
Eve and Aria from Magic Cabinet also provided.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, thanks a lot for reminding me. I forgot. Thank you. My bad.
It's all good. It's a lot to keep up with. That's why I rarely do shoutouts. I'm too afraid to miss someone.
Well, I mean, that's why you put 2 people on commentary, Yeah.
Double the chance to miss it.
Exactly. Yep, but these community tournaments are few and far between. We've had Jolly Jam mentioned earlier, which is discontinued. Same for Arena. We'll see whether Blowout will see another iteration next year. So, yeah, thanks for everyone participating, watching, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Mike seemed to have tried to back attack a puck for that flame fruit, but didn't quite get it. I think he's trying to get it set up right now.
Mm-hmm. And we see Kizikasen also trying to farm for fruits.
Yes, okay, Mike succeeded. At least in getting the back attack. Also terrible for Dank Meats. Yeah, Blizzard is a really good choice for the pucks since they're weak to ice. Fire enemies being weak to ice doesn't have to make sense, but that's the cave logic. That's what we go for.
Yeah, in the beginning, I guess we'll see a lot of farming, a lot of enemies. You'll be wondering what the hell's going on if you have seen other runs.
Pumpkin jewel drop for Kielkasten. Sadly, it doesn't happen very much.
Yep. Not the rock he's been looking for, but...
Over the deck update.
Yep.
Pretty much sure it's a Providence one, considering it's the most top left chest.
Yep.
Also, we saw a healing tile on Kielkasten stream. Healing tiles are hidden under bushes. They're... I don't know how to say how formed they are. They are different from normal bushes. If you slash them, you get a full healing.
Yeah, they look kind of
If your party
swirly.
is alive. Yeah, swirly is the word I was
guess.
looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're always going to be happy to see it. So healing spells, of course, I missed in my list of things that you definitely want in these races. And
Yeah.
I mentioned it previously that they allow runners to, well, in chat last round on this commentary, they allow runners to go a lot faster, run more risks because they can heal and or revive their characters afterwards. And I'm not sure who in this round already has a healing spell, but
I saw
a healing
Mike
spell
as champion and stronger. Don't think
Okay.
Trivitox has one, considering he's using potions to heal.
yeah. Mike now also finding Zap, which is the opposite of a healing spell.
Oh, Mike is going for the Drill Shell and Garbost farm. Cancer, my bad. Both of them drop items important for the Jelly fight and the point system. The Drill Shells will either drop the Sleep or Confuse Ball, I don't remember. While the Cancer will drop the Cancer Rock.
We have come prepared.
Yeah. It's important that he tries to kill the Cancer Rock first, because if there's multiple enemies with different drops, then the first enemy you kill will have the drop shown up. If that makes sense.
Yep. So enemies decide where they drop their loot in order of being killed. Pretty
Yes.
much. If you really want to get in the details, if multiple enemies are killed at the same time, they decide their order from left to right.
I might going for 50-50 against evil fishes. Not sure if I like that. Yeah, we see now why I don't like that. Those are only 3 8-lickers and everyone but Decker's already dead.
Yeah, he probably doesn't like that himself, but I mean, his previous round was also, I will say, spiced with
Yes.
a bit of gutsy movement.
There were moments, yeah.
Yeah, maybe there were moments is a really good explanation here, or description. And yeah,
Yeah, we also
we'll
see
see.
Cancer Rock
It
for
worked out so
Trivitox.
far. Yeah, I saw him fight Garbos. He's at a considerably faster speed than everyone else. Oh, there's Rally from Mike.
On Rally's one of the 2 revival spells, which he desperately needed right now, so really good timing.
Yep. So now he has Champion and Rally, which in terms of healing and revive spells puts him in really a good spot. Yeah. That's,
Yeah, also there was... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that's a really good backup for risky movement strats or, trying to go faster, risk enemies encountering you. Yeah, because if you can heal yourself back up, then there's less chance of you wiping overall.
Yeah. Oh, we see Ammonites on Mike's screens. You don't want to see them. They drop either the Sleep or Confuse Ball. As I said, I mixed them up with the Drill Shells. My bad.
Yeah, but they can
yeah.
also drop your party easily enough.
Yeah. That's probably the highest chance.
Yeah.
We also saw Red Saber for Trivitox earlier. It's... Oh, Mike. Yeah, okay, he's gonna live. Oh, he tried to fight. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God, they cut
He
MVP. Holy.
just gets away with it.
Oh, he low rolled. He's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
And
I
yet
said, the
he's
Red
a miracle.
Saber is really good use for both the Cave and the Jelly, I would argue. It's a 3x weapon for the Jelly that only Maxim can use. But it's also a strong fire weapon, and fire is a really nice element to have in a cave. There are many enemies weak to it.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to farm fruits and
Yes.
balls and whatnot. The amount of enemies weak to fire between these 2 categories is very high. I think it's the best element to have for that specific
Probably.
purpose.
I'm not sure what is Mike doing. Why is he yet another taking a fight with the Tentacles or Ammonites?
Maybe we're seeing the earliest natural IP farm That
Oh, he really wants that drop, huh?
he really wants it.
I'm sure he has to know.
He does not get it, unfortunately. Kiska
Get
to get
reward.
the third Iris item with the Iris Pod.
Wow. Will we see the first ever Iris percent in Fated Blowout?
I mean, you know, the points are soft limited to 9. See whether we'll see it happen.
Rabbitox is already on green core floors. Jesus, I blinked once and he's so much ahead now.
Yeah, of course, the issue with going that fast is that you're not getting anything for finishing under
Yes.
135. So if you go too fast too early, you're missing out on drop chances, on farm chances, of course, on chests. And yeah, that's time you cannot get back later on.
We see a super sword on Mike's screen. It's pretty much the same as a red saber, except it's locked to Selen. It's a really strong 3x weapon. And it's holy, which is also nice to have for the cave.
Yeah, and it's going to be nice in his case because he can actually equip it
Yes.
because he has Salon.
That's why I mentioned it. Selen is pretty much similar, yet so different to Tia. Stats-wise, they're different besides agility. Selen is pretty much better than anything else but that, and by quite worse at agility. But she has a really good weapon tool comparable to Maxim's. So she can make up for that with that.
Yeah, I believe she can equip most weapons out of every character in the cave. Probably closely followed or even superseded by Maxim, but yeah, her equip range at the very least is a lot better than Guy's and also better than Tia's. And that just makes her a really versatile character. Her main downside, of course, just like Tia, is her lack of HP, which makes it really hard to IP farm with her. That is really the main point that disqualifies both as what the community considers the default party. However, I would say that both characters are perfectly runnable. Which, if you paid attention, only leaves one character that no one mentioned, which is Lexus. So, yeah.
No one bothered to bring him. Might as well not mention him.
I wonder why. He's not useless or anything. He's just
Close to useless, I would say.
Well, yeah, he does not compare to the other ones really well. There's a sleep ball for Mike. Finally.
Finally.
10
Can stop giving me heart attacks.
Yeah. Yep, maybe now I can finally stop farming Ammonite. But, you know, the point is a point. There's another miracle, so that was a point. Oh no, wait, there was dank meats, but nevertheless, that miracle point was earned a lot easier than the Ammonite farm. And keep in mind that the Ammonite farm also cost Mike a miracle. So, yeah.
All so that wasn't really worth it in the end.
I suppose, but like, I guess you could say once he lost the miracle, if he hadn't gotten the drop, you know, he would have lost the point. Now at least he's even.
Sure.
Yeah, so the miracle goal is kind of cruel in that regard from
I like it.
The points committee. I like it from a decision-making point of view. What I probably am not the greatest fan of is the RNG qualities that it has, because if some runner, let's just say Dank Meats, finds 15 miracles more than anyone else, that's just 15 points right there, you know?
Speaking of Trap Talk speed, he's already done with Ninja Floors, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Maybe you spoke too soon. There you go.
No. Some people are still fighting Ammonites while he's still casually walking away from ninjas, which, luckily for him, he was kind of underleveled.
Yeah, level 17, that's of course the other thing. If you rush through the cave too much, I'm not saying that he's rushing through there too much, but like for the sake of explaining it, you're of course going to be missing levels from the enemies that you're killing. So, of course, like in every speedrun, that's a bit of a trade-off. You're picking up less stuff, and you're trying to clear the game with less options than you normally would have. And the exact same thing, of course, is true in the Ancient Cave, which is a roguelike. So, yeah, the current world record for the N% category, which this is a very close copy of, what you're seeing here, is 45 minutes, which is not to say that runners here will finish in 45 minutes, because like I said, there is no point incentive to do so. You want to farm items, you want to spend more time with that. But 45 minutes is already like a time that's, or I mean, I'm rounding, right? It's 45, 30 or something like that.
31, I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but Käsekasten has a really interesting room right here. I think we should try to analyze that.
Sure.
He has 3 hounds in the bottom left. He's trying to get away. He's trying to navigate the lions and the Medusa all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how he's going to do.
And that is one very unfortunately placed Blue Mimic.
Yeah, that Blue Mimic is... Oh, he's gonna get back attacked if he... Okay.
I like that move.
I like that play, yeah. If he got down, he would have been in much trouble.
Wait, I'm thinking, would I have liked that move if the lion wouldn't have moved? Maybe I don't like that.
I would have gone for it. Nah, what else was his options? If he goes down, he either has to take an evil fish encounter or Mimic encounter. I think lion is less scary.
So now he's gonna have to deal with a...
Yeah.
Word of
Probably has to
dog
go right
down
now.
there.
Yeah, going right is the only play right now, yeah. Not going down there, but probably has to kill 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, these enemies aren't the most scariest. The combination of everything in that room is more the problem, because what I was explaining earlier with the movement part is we're trying to optimize enemy encounters for the most part so that either we don't have to fight or we fight them on our terms. So get a surprise attack, defeat them before they even get to act. That is how you clear the cave, fast, reliable, you know? That is what gives us the advantage. Now in treasure rooms like this, sometimes with enemy movement being random, you have to get up close to them. Just like these hounds here, they're not random, but you have to move around them in a certain way, and now he got surprise attacked. So, yeah, that's what you don't like to see. If you do that too often, then it will just... Oh,
he really wants that chest.
yeah. He's confident with these kind of movements. But yeah, if you take surprise attacks too often in general battles, it will just drain your resources. And yep. Not Käsekasten's fault, of course, in any way, because he has to get to the stairs, right? Like, what's he gonna do?
Providence out and try again.
There is no Providence, but other than that, good idea.
He seems to have
of the marathon safety patch. Yeah, go ahead.
Should be good to go now. Probably has to kill 1 more round of hounds, but that should be fine. They're not that scary.
Probably thinking about whether you could lure them around the chest or something, but yeah, this is not the spot to mess around with. I agree with that play.
I think he also has zap. If he really wanted to, he could just zap them away, but it's fine. Saving mana is also a good play.
Yep.
Also Trav, still. I think he heard us, and that's why he took this little detour. He's still trying to figure out how to make it to the stairs. And there we go. Yeah,
so the points counter is up by now. That got fixed, fortunately. There have been some technical issues in the meantime, but now we're seeing the points. I believe the timer was also screwed up in the middle, and because I have a terrible sense of time, maybe we can get some confirmation whether that is actually the correct time from the start of the race that we're seeing. Time is good? Okay, thank you. So yeah, we're up and running.
Yeah, we saw Mike dealing with his sessions. I was planning to commentate on them once the first runner got to them, but Trivetox was moving so fast I didn't even get the chance. Sessions are the less scary versions of the ninjas, but they're still annoying to deal with. It's rare that you wipe to them, but they're more or less time draining and resource draining. For every step you move, they move twice, so it's hard to outrun them.
Yeah, on the other hand, as you also mentioned in the previous commentary, there have been so many rules threads, movement threads developed around them. Due to their double step, they're broken in a lot of ways, and yeah, only a few months ago, Trivetox discovered a movement thread about opening the menu and forcing them to interrupt their movement, which is just, pretty hilarious to see.
Amazing.
I believe we didn't get to see it, but
I think he straight up just avoided all ninjas.
Yeah.
And yes, I see Zap on the custom stream, so he could have just zapped the hounds away, but what he did was fine. Also using Absorb on course. Okay, he's really scared about his MP management, I feel.
Yeah, I saw someone mention Absorb on course in the chat last round, so that's not exactly a new strat. Yeah, it's pretty slow to rely on Absorb, and most of the time you're gonna have enough MP healing, but for the time where you don't, and you do have Absorb, and maybe you want to save Miracles, you know, that's probably the reason why we're seeing it in this tournament so often. Then Absorb might actually be a strat.
Yeah, we also see Cancer Rook from Mike. I don't think we mentioned that yet.
Oh, true. Yeah, because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either. But I saw it just now, so. Thought I might as well mention it. We also see a lot of calls for Käsekasten. And a missed rapier for Mike. Yet another finisher that both Selen and Maxim can use, so he has a lot of options right now.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, what I'd like to see in these races is always that it's going to be a close race, you know, give everyone equal fighting chance and don't drop anyone in like 15 Dragon Summoner treasure rooms in a row. Thank you very much, Cave. And yep, we'll see. As long as everyone gets healing spells, the kill set up, and of course doesn't get screwed over too much by RNG. They're strong for tank meets. Just
nice. I think that's his first healing spell, I want to say.
I think so too, yeah.
We also see Travitox feeding his capture monster. You know, go more into the detail what this does or how capture works.
Sure. I mean, there is a couple of different. I mean, first of all, there are 7 different capsules which all do different things, but you can feed them to later forms. So there's 4 base forms and then a master form. The 4 base forms basically are improvements in terms of every single one of their stats will get improved. You know, they will have more hit points, they will have more gut, which is important for them escaping, and they will also learn new skills. Now, if you feed one of those fruits that players are going for, they will evolve into the master form, and the master form is kind of like an alternative to the strongest of the capsule forms. So, for example, let's see, do I have a good example? Sully is really good about dealing lots of damage, and then his final form is less good about damage, but then better in, I don't know, something. I don't know what Sully 5 does, but like...
Sully 5, oh no, was it 4? No, 5 was the 9 Foxtail one, right?
No, that's Sully 5 is the Centaur.
Okay, never mind, I don't know.
The 9 Tails is Umi 5. Which we might see at Dank Meets here. I'm pretty sure he's trying to get to 5. That's why he farmed new boards. But whether he actually got the secret fruit, I'm not sure.
Yeah, secret fruit is the rarest drop in a cave. Only the green clay Gorums, whatever the code, dropped him, and only at a measly 2.5%. So
yeah, so the score sheet actually says that he did get the secret fruit. So yeah, that's gonna be a decision that Dank has to make in the end, because I know he likes that M4 Mfumi.
Yeah, we see another treasure room for Travitox, and again, he did a slash that might seem random, but that slash guaranteed that this Farco won't move again. So he was completely safe to go for that chest.
Yep. So not all treasure rooms are threatening. Oh, they're strong for Käsekasten. Nice.
Silver sword for Travitox.
Yep. Okay, very nice. So stuff really is coming together. Dank now at Cancers, or Garbos, sorry. Farming the Cancer Rock.
Yeah, I always call him Garbos Cancer too. I also see, I think my Mike is forced to fight a ninja, but he can get a 50-50, so it shouldn't be too scary.
Yep. Oh, there is a whole lot of Garbos for Käsekasten coming straight after him.
Surely he can get 1 drop or 2.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh, the Spark Staff comes in handy, as earlier mentioned. It has the fire attribute, and Garbos are weak to it.
Yep. So again, IP attacks were explained in the previous run, but just to reiterate on that, there's the Cancer Rock. weapons like the Spark Staff do fire elemental damage, but they also have IP skills that are mostly related to the same element, which are AoE attacks most of the time. So if you really want it, you could wreak havoc in that regard, but yeah.
Yeah, what makes the Cancer Rock so good, by the way, isn't just for the points, it's also a really nice item for the jelly. It's pretty much a 3x finishers over 2 turns. It also pairs really well with the Old Sword if you happen to find it. But what makes the Cancer Rock also good is that you can pair it with any strong weapon, so you are not locked to mightily strong weapons. You can just equip any blue chest weapon with it and have a really good time.
Yeah, of course it takes 2 turns as a jelly, so the Hedora Rock is even better, or if you have a dedicated weapon like the Silver Sword or Super Sword, that of course is good as well. But yeah, they each have their uses, which also makes the run interesting. I mean, any percent in particular as a category, which again, this run here very closely resembles, is very versatile in terms of kill setups. You're not locked into a single thing. Technically, you don't even need the Deca Blade, however, runs without Deca Blade are having a lot harder time to be competitive. And yeah, you have a lot of options as runners, and stuff like Cancer Rock and Hedora Rock allow you to get a jelly kill easily enough without having to bank on one of the 3x weapons or something like that.
Yeah, but another advantage the Cancer Rock has over the Hedora Rock is that Garbos are way easier and safer to farm. We saw Truff running away from a back attack against the Hedora since he was not confident, even with a deadly anti-blizzard spell, that he can safely get the kill here.
Yep, so we're seeing a lot of Garbos being decimated here.
Yeah, also interesting treasure room. Probably won't have the stairs, but a good chunk of scores that he wants to have.
And a ninja encounter for Mike, which has the max possible amount of 2 ninja here with a marathon safety patch. We will never know whether he was carried by the patch or just regular RNG. But yeah, he seems to have no issues cutting through him.
I also just realized he's bringing Darby with him. Darby is an interesting choice. He is, in terms of speedrun, one of the slower ones since his animations waste a lot of times. But he makes up for it in a jelly fight, especially if you get him to Form 4. He hits really hard with a high percentage chance to use his specials.
Yeah, and Traffic Tux finds himself in a good and bad treasure room. I was joking before the tournament that I hope no one skips blue chests no matter the cost. And yeah, he seems to be lucky in that regard. The blue chest is very reachable. But yep, also 3 cores staying. That's
only 2,
sorry.
but that's more than good enough.
Yeah. I was sure I saw 3, but just to reiterate on something I said earlier, only the red cores have increased chances to stay in the fight. Everything else is completely vanilla.
We see Confuse Ball for Käserkasten.
And the only thing that was patched about Ninja, because it just came up in chat, is that there is a max of 2 of those enemies that can appear, which is, again, something that can appear normally in the cave as well. So, yeah, just rounding off the edges in terms of RNG. As we've seen in the last round, there is still plenty of opportunities for the cave to show you that you are just, a leaf in the wind sometimes.
Nice green core and blue core for Käserkasten.
Mm-hmm.
We also see that Travitox has to go through that room. There's probably in the bottom left corner where the other door leads to. So he's going up and down to lure the enemies away, so he has an easier time navigating through.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Does none of the runners have any kind of deadly weapon yet?
Travitox has a deadly equipped, I think, the Fated Pick on Artie.
Okay. Because I haven't seen any.
No, he has the Fated Pick equipped. Nice
it's a Twist Jewel. Very nice.
You want to say why it's so good?
Yeah, I mean, you covered the last commentary. It's good for agility. It's plus 30 agility, which is good because you can act before enemies, run away from enemies. And in the context of this tournament, it's an extra point.
Agility is really nice to have, especially on Artie. being faster than enemy and killing them before they get their turn. I don't think I have to explain why that's so good.
Yeah, and since again it was mentioned in chat just now, this is not a seeded tournament, so well, hopefully it's not a seeded tournament because if runners have not all started on the same RNG, which is technically possible. But yeah, they're not intentionally on the same seat. They will see completely different floors. We have ran in the past a de-randomized cave, putting everyone through the same floors, the same rooms, same items and whatnot, same enemies. However, this year, this is not a seeded run. This is all completely random, as you would see it normally in the cave, with a few really, really minor exceptions with a marathon safety patch.
Yeah, Gravitox has finally found his stairs. I think he spent like 5 minutes in that floor alone, but he got a lot of cores out of it and a twist jewel, so I would say time well spent.
Yep. So I'm liking the overall overview of who is missing what. Oh, there is a curse of the Fadank meat, so he's not missing that one. Doing a little dance. But in terms of, jelly kill setup, healing, curse of Thirst maybe, and of course deadlies, I think everyone but Trav, I did not see a deadly for.
I want to agree, I don't think I saw a deadly on anyone else.
And that, of course, is going to be a huge detriment to the R3 runners, because, it just makes you a lot slower, especially farming enemies.
I think you can handle a run without deadly just fine, but in the context of Fated Blowout, it's really bad. It makes killing enemies so much slower.
Yeah. There is a curse lifter for Mike as well, who I think already had one before, so...
I know Käsekassen had one. I'm not sure about Mike.
Käsekassen now has to go through a couple ninja.
Yeah. Here we see the beauty of Seb. I think he did single target, which straight up one-shots the ninja.
Yep. Not because of elemental weakness, because they have none, but simply because it's a really strong spell. Yeah, and again, if anyone in chat has any questions, feel free to ask it. Someone in chat will answer you or will gladly take it up in commentary as well.
Oh, Käsekassen makes an interesting move. He could have just went back to the door and gotten a 50-50, but I guess with his RT being able to outspeed and kill the ninja, he doesn't really care.
Interesting.
I think it's a fine play. As I said, he's not in danger of dying at all.
Yeah, that's assuming he knew that, which I think we can safely assume. Yeah, that's a really good play. I don't think
good awareness.
I would have done that, because it's just you're just so used to getting the 50-50. But yep, he saved like 32 frames, I want to say.
It adds up when you save them here and there.
And then he actually didn't, because he got knife throat, but
Yeah. He might have got knife throat anyway, so.
That's fair.
Yeah, we see another ninja for Käsekasten. Holy, cannot catch a break.
Yep, and here he actually goes for the 50-50, as you normally would with these doors. And like I said, ninja are, or assassins for that matter, are not exactly the kind of enemy you would like to move around, but they are also broken in so many ways that you can usually do something about them. I see Mike.
Yeah, I was about to mention that.
Is wrestling with the Star Falcos yet again.
He does not care.
It worked for him last time.
Oh, he has a deadly, by the way. He just hit it. I think he even has double deadly. Selen just did 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now he's running
really
away.
Good.
Yes, even with double deadly, I don't like taking this fight.
Ooh, yeah.
Just doesn't seem worth it.
Yep, and we'll see. He has 5 regains, which is good. He also has rally, so he's not gonna have to dip into his miracle reserve. But yep, Sir Falco, of course, an enemy that attacks 3 times. Normally, you don't see him not ever in regular cave runs because they're so easy to avoid. But of course, if you want their drop, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He missed both his deadlies, by the way, which,
that
can carry it out.
Yeah, especially in terms of the custom sprites, I like the blind RD sprite that Tank needs to showcasing.
Definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's a bit of a meme because the deadly weapons have an 80% instant kill chance, but runners tend to believe that the actual number is lower than that.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Back to Käsekasten, he did an interesting move called the Squealer Dash. He made sure the Golem would run straight up into him. By doing that, he can sneak by without the Golem turning around. If he would have gone for the 50-50, the Golem would have turned around if he tried to sneak by.
Yeah, in general, that did look like a bit of a noob killer room with all these iron golems.
He handled that super well, I have to say.
Yeah, they're challenging enemies to move around, and I really like how fast he moved through there, and also, very confidently.
Yes. He did not seem to think too much. Yeah.
Yep.
Get another ninja fight.
Yeah, I think Meets is.
He's also not really high level. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 should be fine for Ninja, but.
Yeah, especially if there's only 2, but still.
Yeah, I mean, the time it takes to fight them is probably maybe the biggest issue. I mean, technically you could say, okay, you're almost at 50, you're almost at the halfway point in terms of floors. You're almost at the halfway point in terms of time if you're not trying to go for the speed demon. And the first half is the farming half, so he's not pressed for time other than by the speed demon goal. But still, you don't want to spend your entire run fighting Ninja.
I wonder, does Turtux have a healing spell? Because he's forced to fight here and the party was not fully healed.
I'm not sure.
I think the adds maximum going down. But Artie did hit, so that's good. But this is a breath. Okay. Sure. He's making use of the healing AP, which I really like. I kind of want to say that confirms that he doesn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah, without a healing spell. I mean, salamanders, they range between... Oh, that's a nice blue chest drop. The flame jewel.
That's not a blue chest drop.
It's not a blue chest drop. It's the one that should be a blue chest drop, but isn't.
Yeah. Sure.
Yep. A nice drop in any case. Salamanders range between really dangerous and handleable because depending on which attacks they use, they're either not very threatening and nice IP farms, or they can decimate your party and you can't do anything about it. So now let's hope we see
Lizard Blow
first times. Yep. I'm thinking we might. Oh, go ahead.
Lizard Blow is pretty much the best 3x finishers you can have, like the pure ones and weapons. Yep. It's the strongest one and can be used by literally anyone, so even someone like Lexus can find use out of it.
Yeah. Which I believe is not exactly... wasn't exactly the intent, but I mean, here we are, I'm not going to complain.
You can't use it in the story for what it's worth, so who knows what the devs are thinking.
Yeah. That's what I meant. It's probably an oversight because he normally does not get to equip it.
I don't know. Tia also doesn't get to equip it, or Decker for that matter. Does that mean that Decker won't be able to use it?
Yeah, in the story, but in the cave they can equip it. Yep, exactly.
You can also equip cave items, many other cave items that they can't equip in the story, but yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's one thing to point out, which I believe we haven't mentioned all tournament, which is that this is a bonus mode of the game Lufia 2. It does have a story DLC, which I jokingly call it, which is the main story and the main selling point of the game, which I can only recommend to everyone liking RPGs, which I imagine is the case for pretty much everyone on an RPG Limit Break audience. It's a really charmful RPG, not too long, definitely not difficult to a fault, and yeah, really good game. If you clear the game twice, you can unlock the gift mode, which is a mode where you can bring every single character into the ancient cave, and that is what you see us play here. So, yep. The regular game is very speedrunnable as well, as Clan will surely agree.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty chill, cozy speedrun game if you're looking for it, but it's also a pretty cool casual game. Can only recommend it.
Yep. It's very puzzle heavy, unlike other RPGs, and not the kind of turn the eagle 3 times Skyrim style puzzles, but actual puzzles. So if you're into that.
Yeah, we see Kieselkasten has to fight his way through without a deadly, which he's making use of the IP system, which we have mentioned earlier. IP stands for Ikari points, which pretty much translates to anger points. Basically, the more you get hit or the harder you get hit, the more IP you get.
Yep. And he casually picks up an ice ball. Sorry.
Oh, nice. No, it's good. Usually every weapon and armor, or jewel or ring for that matter, has a different IP attack. Some are better than others, but it's always nice to have.
Yep. And I was gonna joke earlier about we're probably gonna see Trav fight the Jelly before Dank is out of ninja territory. I look over at his screen; he's still fighting ninja.
Oh my god! Yeah. I didn't want to mention it, but yeah.
He's gonna be really happy about that marathon safety patch right now. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine all those encounters being triple ninja. That is exactly what Patch is trying to do. Yeah.
As we see, it didn't matter at all for Travitox. He didn't get to see a single ninja encounter, but Kieselkasten and Dangmeats are copying it.
Yep.
Oh, Travitox is struggling without a healing spell. Oh no, Artie is down. That's really bad.
Yeah, so points-wise, you might be tempted to think, okay, Trav is very far ahead, but you gotta keep in mind that floors also count towards the points. So he's not as far ahead as it might look. However, I believe he still has a really good base due to his 4 miracles, most of all, which he might still have to use. But yep. Also 2 balls, 1 fruit, 2 blue chests. And of course, the score sheet says Gorgonrock, but it should be a Cancer Rock for everyone.
Yeah, we see no chorus for Mike. He's already pretty high level, but in this game you take any XP you can get, really. We also see Dangmeats making use yet again of the fire attribute by one-shotting the ramp plant with Firebird. They're also pretty scary enemies. They attack 3 times, and pretty much anyone but Decker gets taken down.
Yep, Spider Jewel pickup for Kieselkasten, so yet our blue chest item that otherwise probably going to be pretty useless, but yep, it's a point.
I mean, it's a little nice attack, and it lowers enemies' agility. It has super niche uses, but here and there I got use out of it, if you believe it or not.
Yep. Maybe if he really wants to show off, we'll see a turn 4 Jelly kill, but I'm not holding my breath.
I don't think that will happen. Yes, every blue chest item is worth 1 point, unless it's a duplicate. So every unique one is worth 1 point.
Exactly. And blue chest drops from enemies, just the same. Doesn't matter where you got the item from.
Not sure. If the Tadora clip, you probably meant that it moved into another enemy. If the enemies move or spawn onto the same tile, like 1 white tile once and 2 white tile once, they might quote-unquote clip into each other. Also nice Irish shield for Travitox.
Yep, so Mike intentionally fighting the Sidora here, which he's trying to farm a Hidora Rock off of him. Again, just like the Cancer Rock, very useful for the Jelly, but also very useful for the Cave because of its plus 20 agility boost.
I think only 15, right? Or was it 20?
I believe it's 20.
I'm a bit with you. I think you've also said 20. I don't remember.
I don't believe myself as well, but I'll trust on chat to correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. All these numbers are really hard to keep in mind, which is why there's lookup tables, but if we're gonna look everything up, you're not gonna hear a lot of talk from us. We're just gonna have to believe that the real number is somewhere between 15 and 20.
Yes. Oh, Travitox really wants that blue chest.
I hope so, yeah.
I hope he gets rewarded.
Get it at every cost, but also optimally don't die because of it.
Not dying is bad. We don't want that.
Yeah. If you have to die, get the blue chest beforehand. That's what at every cost means.
Tributox also, no. Kazakhstan also choosing not to fight Hydoros. I wonder if he just simply doesn't have the tools for it, or if he already has one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Trav is going to decide here. This really is a treasure room. You would skip
I think he wants to show off. If I have any good read on his character, I think he really wants it.
Oh, second lizard blow for Mike. The thing is, as I was saying earlier, Trav has a lot of time to work with, and not really any way to spend it on other than on stuff like this, on rooms like this that get him points for what he can do, which is good movement, a good command over the cave and movement situations like this. So I believe he's gonna get it. I think he should spend the time to get it.
He's definitely confident in getting it, so he should go for it.
Yeah, apparently he already skipped one blue, which is gonna net him negative points for me, but not negative points in terms of the tournament. And that is a scissor sword for him, which is always good to have. Very nice blue chest weapon.
And each almost screwed him over.
Yep.
Yeah, scissor sword is a strong blue chest weapon, but can only be equipped by Maxim and Selen, so I think he has a Cancer Rock, so it goes really well with Maxim. He has nothing else to do, or something else to do.
He also has a silver sword, but I believe the Cancer Rock should be better than that. It always depends on how you want to use your turns, because the Cancer Rock takes 2 turns.
Yeah. I don't think it's that much of a tournament, having to spend 2 turns in the front row.
Yeah.
It's much worse a reject, but in any percentage should be fine.
Yep. I'm just saying, it depends on the final setup that he's going to come up with in the end, And there is a world where Silver Sword is actually better. But
yes. Especially if he has nothing else for Guy.
Yeah, or no one else who can afford to cast Trick.
Yeah. Oh, he has Trick? Oh, that's huge.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. We'll have to see in the end what his actual setup will look like. I did not mean to say that he has Trick. I believe either Dankmeats or Mike have Trick.
Don't remember picking. I know last run Bamboo had it, but I don't remember seeing it this run.
Yeah, that's also a bit of my problem. The runs are combining. Yeah.
Oh, Mike going for the Salamander fight is that's what I mean with Double Deadly. You should never take this fight, even with Double Deadly. There's no point. It's just risk for no reason.
Yeah, so in terms of progress through the floors, Mike just hit 63. Trav is already far ahead on 72. Dank, I believe, is on 55, if I'm...
should be. I think those samurais spawn on 54, 55-ish.
Yeah, and Kazakhstan looks also like a 60s floor without Salamander.
At least 60. Salamander spawn on 60 to 64, so somewhere among those range. 64 because of Gold Golems. Now I can't 100% tell.
Yep. So Mike and Kazakhstan exactly at the same point in the cave, which makes their points comparable, which means that they're, also really close together in terms of points. Dankmeats also pretty much has the exact same number, however, is 10 floors behind, which in terms of possible enemy drops puts him a bit higher. But of course, his chances to get Speed Demon points in the end are a bit lower. And now he picks up a Deadly Rod, which is, I believe, his first Deadly.
I was about to say yes.
He spends a bit of time of deadlying the air around him before he equips it.
He's just happy to have it, I think.
Yep. He would be. After fighting all those ninja without a deadly.
Oh, Mike. Okay, Ceylon didn't let him down.
Best girl.
Okay, he was forced to fight the Skull Golems.
Yep, then a couple
we can see some nice movement from... No, never mind. Tributox going the lazy road.
Yeah. I was about to say, you see some, regular hallways enemies, and then it doesn't matter, the enemies aren't that threatening. As long as Artie hits, that is.
Meat's going for the Hydora farm.
Yep, which makes sense.
Yeah, with that, it's much more doable. But one miss is all it takes to get dicey. Also, Mike fighting Gold Golems yet again.
Now, the conversation we've had in the Discord earlier is that, or resulted in Dankmeat's definitely committing to taking the whole 2 hours to farm items.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense that he's trying to farm the Gorgon Rock here and probably going to farm the Gorgon Rock afterwards, is what I'm trying to say.
Kraftox just ignored 2 Gorgons. Did he already got the Gorgon Rock?
I'm not sure.
He has more than enough time and a deadly equip, so there's no reason not to, I want to say.
Yeah. I mean, Gorgon Rocks are good in multiples to an extent. Because they boost attack power. But the score sheet says he does not have a single one, so I'm going to believe that.
Surprised. Wonder, was there an Archfiend I didn't see that was blocking or something?
Well, I cannot believe that he's still trying to go for a speedy completion here. Oh, yeah, I'm
we almost saw some cool movement. Using the, whatever the bird is called, to block the hardest chariot.
Yeah.
Sadly, the enemy ID didn't line up. And interesting room for Mike.
Yep, so in terms of points, let me just look at the score sheet. Every single one of the 4 runners has the Cancer Rock and no other rocks. Every single one except Mike has 3 balls. Mike only has 1. Please don't take that out of context. Every single runner has 1 fruit, and every single runner has... Oh, no, wait. They differ hugely in miracles and blue chests. So the order of miracles is Käsekasten has 2, then Traffic Talks Mike have 4, and Dankmeats has 6. And in terms of blue chests, Käsekasten and Mike have 1. Dankmeats has 2 and Traffic Talks has 3.
Yeah, and we can confirm Traffic Talks has a Gorgon Rock, I just saw it.
Yep. Käsekasten is listed as having 0 iris items, which I believe is not the case.
I think
that's 2 or 3.
Even.
Yeah. And then Traffic Talks and Dankmeats have 1 each, which I believe checks out, and then Mike has 0. So they're all reasonably good, reasonably close together, I mean, which promises to be a really good race that is not just decided by RNG, but also by, I mean, if it keeps going like this, the Speed Demon goal. All the scorekeeping stuff, I do not mean to put any blame here on scorekeeping. The rule set is designed on being verified after the run. So these points that you see here, they are basically a borderline way for you to tell where everyone is, more or less. At the end of the run, it will be checked precisely, and that is exactly how it is planned. There will be a little bit of unsharpness, but also keep in mind we have 1 person on the scorekeeping. So, yep.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
Exactly.
I also want to mention it's funny how we made a big deal out of Healing Spell allowing you to play super fast. And we see that Traffic Talks by far has the biggest lead.
Yep.
But also being the only player without a Healing Spell.
Yeah, I mean, as you said in the beginning, it's still Trav, Maybe...
I guess it doesn't matter.
Maybe no one told him that you have 2 hours. I've been talking to him over the past couple of years, and basically our understanding is that a good time for a marathon run, which always kind of has been 2 hours, I'm saying marathon run, but I mean like a showcase run or something like that, anything like that. Iris spot for Mike. Has always been 2 hours, but 1 hour 30 is probably a better estimate for cave runs these days, just because of how fast they can be done if you have runners that know how to play it. And runs will very often, if you put that estimates down beforehand, they will very often be able to finish in that time. So maybe you just forgot.
Maybe with this marathon safety patch in mind or without it.
We were talking about it in context without the patch, but of course with the patch, all the more.
It could go even way lower, honestly.
Yeah.
I think 110, 115. I think sub 110 is easily enough, especially with the patch, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure it's possible. The issue is always, if you have a showcase run, you want to finish it no matter what. So the context of I wouldn't say you cannot Iris Helmet for Mike then. the way of looking at what run is the fastest possible one doesn't really mean as much as what time can you reasonably finish a run, and 2 hours I think is maybe a bit too much for a showcase run. Whereas for a tournament with like extra goals and whatnot, it's a different story. I think 2 hours for a tournament like this is very sensible.
Oh yeah, I agree. Tournament and showcase runs are completely different.
Yep. And I use marathon run interchangeably, so yeah, trying to clear up that confusion. Sorry. Yeah, so apparently Dark Dragons are the next target for mass decimation, trying to get the Dark Fruit.
And they're weak to Holy, which Zap is really good, but they are also for Travitox, they're the strongest kind of their dragons compared to the, I don't know, they're called Blue Dragon, Green Dragons, right? They have way more HP than the other ones, so even with Zap, it's not free to kill them.
Yeah, and they're also very strong attacks, whereas Black Dragons only, in quotes, have Destroy.
And Gloom Splash.
Yeah, but like, that's fine, you know? Both of those attacks are alright.
2 hurts. Yeah, Outside, I already mentioned that. Outside is really good, especially with the context of the Cancer Rock. You can use both of them since the Old Sword IP is so cheap. So he's pretty much set with Alt Cancer on Guy and Trick. No, he doesn't have Trick, right? And his Silver Sword on Maxim. And a Gorgon Rock for Artie, so we might actually see him kill the Jelly without a healing spell, which would be wild.
Yeah. Especially as the first person in the group.
Yeah.
And on the context of, since we were talking about 2 hours versus an hour 30, I want to remind everyone of the Speed Demon goal, which reminds runners in this very tournament of finishing, well, for every 5 minutes under 2 hours that they finish. This is a blow for Käsekassen. They will get 2 extra points, which means they are actually incentivized to finish under an hour 35 for points. Everything faster than that doesn't matter. Of course, with the game being roguelike, you see random floors. It's not an exact science of when you have to be there, but Travitox at floor 84 right now is probably really confidently gonna get there before the 135 mark. Everyone else maybe has to make the decision that Trav already has done, probably, which is how much time do I want to actually spend farming enemies versus how fast do I want to get to the Jelly.
I learned that couple for Travitox. Sorry.
And actually secure points instead of having to rely on RNG. So I think we're going to see a couple of moves like right around this time with like 20 minutes left until that threshold being made by runners that might deviate from their previous strategy, but we'll see.
Yeah. So people mention Ice Walk for Travitox. It's at this point honestly a non-factor. He already has Thunder and Zap and no enemies in a way that will be weak to ice.
Yeah, it would have been really useful before C and high Hidoras, which you want to farm for the Hidorok, but he did not get... he did get that, but he didn't have Ice Walk at the time, so yep.
Oh yeah, P farming will be interesting without healing spell, but you can make it work with IP healing. It's just tedious and takes a little bit more brain power. And also, if he's lucky, he might find a healing tile or a healing spell in time.
There's the Dragon Spear.
Yeah, also from Mike.
Yep. So we're seeing
Dragon Spear.
Really good gear drop here for everyone. That's good. I'm sure someone's gonna watch this back and be like, for everyone? Didn't you see my stream? I can't keep track of everything, but I'm seeing good things drop for a lot of people here, and I hope everyone's gonna have a reasonably easy clear, not too many obstacles, no deaths, of course. I'm hoping we're gonna see 4 jelly kills. Travitox found the Dragon Spear.
We also see, I didn't see it in time, but Dankmeats is running double Deadly, with the second Deadly being on Maxim instead of Tier. Interesting choice, to say the least.
Yeah, he does have a Curse Lifter, so...
Yeah, okay. It helps a lot.
Yeah, that explains the otherwise very questionable decision.
He might not have a second Deadly too. Oh, there's a healing spell.
There's Champion for Travitox.
There we go. Now it's free. Now we don't even have to look at the screen until he reaches the Jelly.
Yeah, and his points total, maybe some things have been missed for other players, but his points total is really, really looking good for him. So yeah, everyone else, even with spending some time to farm items and whatnot, might have issues catching up with him. The second rock in and of itself is another 3 points that I think everyone else... Oh no, Dank Meats is still on floors that could have an Hidor rock, but Mike and Kizakastan do not have access to it anymore. So that's 3 points that Trav has that they cannot get anymore.
Trav Talks has a Hidor rock?
Yep, that's what the score sheet says.
Oh, okay, then it's free as kill. His kill is super free.
Yep. Yep, was a Scissor Sword in mind.
Yeah, Scissor Sword or Cancer, it's more than good enough.
Well, we'll see. I don't want to count anyone out here, of course. Trav is pretty surely going to be the first person to reach the jelly, and very likely to kill the jelly, as Clan says. But, yep, that does not mean that he has a decisive advantage over everyone else.
Apparently he doesn't have Hidor rock if I read the chat correctly, but who knows? We might see in time.
Oh yeah, that's true. It says Gorgon, not Hidor, yeah. I mean...
Still, he has Silver Sword, it should be fine.
Whoever decided on the order of those rocks was, I don't know...
Doesn't matter, no.
Under the influence.
Always have someone else to blame.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Paritox, a little bit in a particular situation. He needs that dragon to behave. I'm not sure if he has a smoke ball. I was surprised he isn't committing to the 50-50.
The question, of course, is whether he wants to use a smoke ball, even if he has it.
It's 1 point compared to wiping out. I think it's a pretty clear choice.
Yeah, for Trav, who's sitting on a whole lot of points, that's definitely true.
Even with no points, I would always go for that, but it's reach their own, I guess. Now he has to hope the dragon behaves, so now he has to go for the 50-50.
Yeah, he will. There's no way.
So.
Is he on gold dragon closer? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So...
Also in the way the dragon moved, if he takes a 50-50 now, it's only 1 encounter guaranteed, and he's risking it.
He does
and
not.
He's getting lucky. And double copper anyways.
Yeah, it's coppers, so it doesn't matter, but, you know. It was a good show.
Yeah. Surprise, I think I would have gone for the 50-50 any day of the week.
Yeah, me too. And I would have also said the same is true for Trav, but apparently.
Yeah. I mean, he has the nerves, talking about strats when watching is so much easier when playing at the moment.
Oh yeah, and of course, the mindset that you have when running any percent, and any percent when you want to have a good time, no questions asked, you're going to rip stuff like that.
Yeah, run, he takes a chance any day of the week, no questions asked.
Yeah. But here, you have 1 shot, 1 opportunity, and you need to make it count.
Yeah, but I would honestly argue that what he did was not even safer.
Oh, that's
Because imagine if the dragon moved into him, he doesn't get this side attack, it's 2 golds. Then he has to potentially take another 2 encounters.
Oh yeah, I mean,
just gone to the left, it was only 1 encounter. Guaranteed.
There are a bunch of factors, which is like the chances of which type of dragon are in there, and and so on and so forth. So you can truly have some kind of Kurven discussion about it, but at the end of the day, it's an in the moment decision, and
but I confidently want to say that just taking the 50-50 was the right play and the safest play.
Useless snow sword for Kizakastan, except for the 1 point it provides.
What did he get? Sorry.
Snow sword.
Oh, nice.
For Kizakastan.
He has a lot of extra items.
Yeah, Mike only finds a great axe, but.
I think Kizakastan is on a really good pace. He might make it in time if he commits now.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah. But I
judging. Go ahead.
You go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, I don't want to anymore.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay, he's still on a good pace, but he's still on Gorgon floor, so in my opinion, he makes it the right decision to go for the rock. It's a 7.5% rock, but it's worth 3 points, so I want to argue it's worth it. And it's really good for the jelly.
And it's some experience, and these enemies are really easy to kill, so I mean, I was gonna say this is a really tough race in terms of pace to commentate, because Traffic Talks is kind of pulling really not too far ahead, but like far enough ahead to make everyone's pace kind of hard to judge in comparison.
See a double Archfiend encounter from Mike. He is level 37, but Archfiends are still super scary at this level, especially if that Destroy hit.
Yeah, Destroy doesn't care about levels.
Yeah.
But everything else does. So, yeah. He's going to be a lot more resilient against Thunder and Gloomy and whatnot.
He has a very interesting lineup. I wish I would have seen that Ramon. There's another Archfiend right to the left.
I'm seeing a really interesting Wind Genie lineup for Käsekasten, so I hope that's not an encounter he has to clear.
There's also stairs for Mike. Yeah, Käsekasten is looking good to go, I think. He
good.
didn't trigger the other one, so... I'm really curious about Mike's room here.
Meanwhile...
that might be a good curve discussion moment.
What isn't?
I mean, I said it jokingly, but I meant it. It's a really interesting room.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Not sure what I would do.
Yeah, so in the meantime, Traffic Talks is at 495. Still keeping up a very impressive pace. Seemingly trying to make sure to actually get the full Speed Demon amount of points, which, as I said, is definitely a strat I can get behind with, especially if you're already sitting on that many points. There's Ice Walk for Käsekasten, also too late.
Does he have Thunder? I know he has that, but not sure if he has Thunder.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So not too late for Jelly, but too late to be useful in the cave.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I don't remember exactly what I've seen drop for him, but I also don't think he's going to have too many issues with the Jelly. He did find some good gear. Yeah, so mirror threats are getting mentioned in chat. I need to comment that really quick. So Archfiends in the regular game do have a soft lock chance if you mirror against them. Yeah, so that soft lock is actually fixed with a marathon safety patch. So just for this tournament and our tournaments and runs using the marathon safety patch or any kind of ROM patch, really, that soft lock is fixed. So using mirrors against Archfiends is perfectly safe.
See Mike taking a fight with an Archfiend, which I think rule 1 of the cave should always be never fight Archfiend unless you have to, but it's a companion with an Ice Rock, so it was fine-ish.
Yeah. He trusted in the deadly.
Yeah, but one destroy, one double deadly hit miss, and it was looking really bad.
Yeah, so everyone's making the same... keeping the same tempo throughout the cave. Käsekasten Mike pretty much exactly on the same floor. Traffic Talks way far ahead, and Dank meets only just now with Gold Gorms, which is fine as long as he somehow can pull two lucky drops out of somewhere.
Interrupting, but Mike made a little oopsie. Now has to take another Archfiend encounter, but a single one at this point. Yeah, I want to say it isn't a problem.
Nope, certified Mike move doesn't get punished.
Oh, you might as well get AoE destroyed. No, only Artie.
Only Artie, of course, is the one you don't necessarily want to see destroyed, but that's fine.
I mean, it was the... Oh, he's taking the fight. Why is he fighting? There was... I don't know, it was... Never mind, it was Darby. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we see the Cinder Blast for Trivitox. He's happy to see that. And I think that's enough IP.
Oh, Mike really wants to see that Ice Road dead. This has just gotten personal. Käsekasten still going for the Gorgon Rock, and also what's happening on Trivitox stream. Okay. Yeah, Travis... Oh no, only now at 95.
Oh, I was about to say. I don't even want to look at this fight. It's GG's calm.
Oh man.
That's a boring setup now. Wow.
Yeah, so since it didn't get explained last round, I want to quickly explain it before we lose the weapon again.
We did explain it for what it's worth, but go ahead.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I was just going to mention that, well, Deca Blade is the best fractional, meaning taking away half the HP of the Jelly at any given point, no matter what the hit points are. The Gades Blade is the best finisher, which deals 8 attacks just in one turn. which of course you can buff with Trick and whatnot, dealing huge amounts of damage. And together, these two weapons, basically Dagger Blade will try and take the first half of hit points away. Gady's Blade will pretty much take the second half of hit points away if you have enough buffs. And you don't need a whole lot beyond that to make it work. So yeah, this is a very, very, very safe kill by any imagination.
With this patch, it's pretty much guaranteed. I want to say you can't 0% roll. So
Yeah.
I really don't see how he can mess this up.
You
Unless
can
he
relatively 0% roll, but
nah. I think it's a power gore too. Like he's good to go.
yeah.
Outside.
Oh, Gady's Blade for Dank meets as well.
Oh, but he doesn't have guys, so.
Oh yeah, that makes it decidedly worse.
Yes. Oh, two-turner, that's an interesting question I see in the chat. Two-turners are relatively rare, but with his setup, might
Yeah.
happen.
If he has a buff, he can get it. If he doesn't
Oh,
have a buff, he
Traffic
can-
Tox. Oh my god, Traffic
get it.
Teleporter. What is he doing?
Oh no.
Never
Oh
punished.
no, he didn't.
Wow. What
Oh,
is he doing? Oh my god,
certified traffic teleporter moment.
Is he doing that on purpose? Is he doing it for the memes?
I mean, that question can be asked every single time Traffic Tox runs into teleporter,
It
whether
looked
it's a
so
tournament or
on
not.
purpose. I'm sorry, but it
So,
looked so on
yeah.
purpose.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god, oh, there's guy.
I hope he lives.
Yeah, I think he's looking good. Unless he gets perished meme.
Yeah.
Guy, if that guy gets hit by a parish, it might be tough. But I think he's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's IP going on guy now though, so he's IP farm again. Good thing Trav, making content here, making it exciting
Yeah.
to the very end.
Oh, is it personal for him as well? Trying to get it?
No, I think
he's
he's just
trying
right.
to
He has
IP
IP farm. Yeah.
Hey, he did just IP farm.
I mean, I want to say just get rid of the teleporters, man. Get him. He's on 98. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's 98. I didn't
Yeah, I'm
think it was
90% sure he's on 98. Oh, there's a single Dark Summoner. He's gonna do the rare Dark Summoner IP farm.
IP farm,
Usually,
yeah.
you never see that with Guy, but if he's on the last floor, it makes sense.
Very nice. Oh, not so
I
nice
can
anymore.
easily kill one.
You want
Yeah,
to see
not
one leech? Not necessarily two.
It's fine, he can easily kill one. Yeah, I think he has Zap, right? Zap one-shots.
Yeah. Does he have Sap though? Yeah, he has Sap, right?
Never mind. He's just... What is he doing? He wants to IP farm with double reach. Interesting.
Yeah,
Not
he
sure
has
if I
the
like
level
it.
for it, I guess.
The highest chance to use a spell is Destroy, so not sure if I love this play. Also, they can do this. So yeah, we talked so much about Traffic Tox Teleporter that we kind of forgot to look at the other screens. Mike is looking at another Archfiend Leech combo. He kind of did an oopsie again. He could have gotten through this with only one encounter, but with what he did, I think he has to take it to the Conquerors more than he had to.
Yep, but he seems to be all kinds of fun in terms of HP.
Yeah, level 39, yeah, unless Decker gets memed with Destroy, he should be fine, but you never know.
Even Selen is in really good ranges in terms of whether HP is concerned, so...
Okay, if he counts a step right, he only has to take this one encounter. Okay, now one got this meme by Destroy. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, so I'm really curious what the points total will be at the end, because the only thing I'm sure of is that probably some of the items of the players are missing. Yet again, no shots against scorekeeping, because that was the intent. You cannot catch everything that's happening on all these 4 streams here at once. Which means that we will have to wait for the resolution of who actually has the most points at the end of the tournament. What we can say, of course, is that Traffic Tox probably doesn't have less points than what he has here, so everyone else, at the very least, has to produce 10 points, give or take, from somewhere, plus the time, or plus the extra points that Trav gets for his speed demon goal if he manages to beat the jelly before.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it looks like to me Traffic Tox is considering not using the Gady's Blade to make it in time. Kill the jelly before the 1 hour 35 mark.
Yeah, I mean that's sensible as well, because Gailey's Blade with its 8 attacks takes a lot of time.
Yes, and also he needs 100% IP, so I think he might commit with the Cancer Rock. We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah, okay, as I said.
So there we go. He has 3 minutes for the Jelly fight, which should be enough. Even for the Gailey's Blade, but that's out of question due to a guy not having full IP.
Yeah, he kind of ruined my joke. I was about to say don't bother getting your calculators out, but now it might actually be interesting.
Yep. Which is good, you know, the 2 points for not using a Gailey's Blade. If the rule said get a kill without a Gailey's Blade for 2 points, you would take that with a good equipment in a flash. And that's basically what he's doing here. So,
and a flash as flash attacked. Nice timing. Safe say, nah. Why should he?
And before he's gonna cheat in the Deca Blade, Kappa. Which is what he does for testing purposes after runs, not that he actually has ever cheated, just for clarification. In the efforts to not cause any confusion here with bad choice of words.
Yeah, he's definitely in time to get the full 12 points for the Speed Demon or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Very nice Fatal Blow.
And just to explain what's going on here, for the uninitiated, you are seeing a giant blob of jelly. It has 9,980 hit points, and you need to reduce those in 3 turns. That's all you get. If you do not manage that, then the jelly will escape and the battle is lost. Is Gustin also IP farming a Dark Summoner?
And I think needs farming on, I think, Well Genies, are they called? But I'll keep the Gustin. Doesn't wipe here. And Privato's doing a pretty standard setup, using his Fraction as turn 1, using a Power God to boost nice damage output.
Yep.
Using his finishers in the front row. Using Zap of Arty in the back row. Pretty standard stuff here. Yeah, but I like that he had the foresight to forgo the Gailey's Blade. I think most people would be hard locked into it, but he realized the setup was more than good enough without it.
Yeah, and good catch on your end as well. I wouldn't have picked up on that, and that's a kill at 134. 20 something, so GG to Trav. That's the end of his run. That's the full Demon Hunter Speed Demon points. And apparently, which means we will probably get scorekeeping due his exact points, while everyone else, of course, has 25 minutes to complete the run if they choose to do so, or hurry up in terms of get some of those Speed Demon goals for themselves as well.
We have a really interesting hallway for Gustin. He's taking the 50-50 and gets rewarded. I love to see it.
Yep.
I was about to mention he could have potentially even gotten rid of the other 2 Dark Summoners, but I think he was a little bit scared since he already got rid of one, and he wasn't quite confident in getting rid of the other one too. But he could have definitely done that. Diamond Dust, scary. The teleport Travitox, we had a good laugh about it at least. Oh no! He didn't put that in the back row.
Ooh, that's...
No!
Unfortunately... I was about to joke earlier, it's not really funny, but I was about to joke that he's definitely making it to the next floor. So the stairs glitch...
can still get 5 points.
If you die on the stairs... Oh yeah, he can still get the 5 points.
But he needs a 5... Or you get 6 points. I mean, I don't think he can kill himself in time if he doesn't pick up a weapon or spell.
Nah, that's fine. I mean, you had a lot of time to pick up a weapon and spell is what I mean. Oh, so, ice hairbands back-to-back for Gustin and Mike. That's interesting. Yeah, so... I
think he would have been fine if he put that kind of back, but don't quote me on that.
I'm not so sure. Let's just say it wasn't the best situation in the first place, because, he was gambling on that situation, which I can perfectly get behind. And, sometimes you just lose a couple of 50-50s, which is what happened here. The dragon could have moved left or down. It didn't happen. It moved up, which was a 50% chance. It didn't work out. that's what happens.
I mean, yeah, but he definitely could have put Decker in the back row. As I said, I think
Yeah.
Copper had yet to move his turn, but he would have definitely survived the 2 Diamond Dust. If the Copper does like Mirror or something, he would have been fine, right?
No.
He also could have, not that it mattered in the situation, because as you said, the Dragon moved up. He could have gone 1 to the right / down, because in that case, if the Dragon moves to the right, instead of taking a neutral counter, he could have gotten another 50-50.
Yeah, that's also something I thought of, and no matter what, that would have been the same situation. Like, it never gets worse for you if you do that. But it's something...
Can waste time in worst case scenario. If he...
Not really. Worst case is you just take the same encounter. You waste like 8 frames.
No, if he... Let me think. You go to the right, and if he moves down, you take another... You take a back attack instead of like going straight to the right. Like
What?
you take a back attack instead of no encounter.
I think we're gonna have to leave this Kurven discussion to after.
No, it's guaranteed. Trust me. If you
Yeah, I need
slash
to
down,
look at
if
it
he moves
again.
down,
I need
you
to
slash
look at it
down
again.
while he moves down, you get a back attack. But if you go to the right when he moves down, you just ignore the encounter.
Yeah, like I said, I would have to need to look at it again. What I did look at is Dank Meats skipping a blue chest because he was being
Really?
chased by Archfiends.
Okay.
And he got the choice of instantly entering the stairs or either have to do the run around the whole room with the Archfiends behind him or even take an encounter. Which, I still blame him for skipping the blue chest, but it was a very sensible decision in my mind beyond that.
Get out your calculators. Käsekasten made it to the jelly.
Yeah, maybe equipping the luck rapier. Very
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, I don't think you can kill him in time. As I said, Decker is stupidly bulky.
Yeah. Let's see if he's lucky enough to do so with a luck rapier. It's a weapon you don't usually see, so...
I don't think I ever equipped it once in my life.
The Lucky Blade, however, of course, you know, is very useful for AC attempts.
Not sure if I get the joke, but it can be useful. Speaking of Lucky Blade.
Yeah, there it is. That happened in my AC PB.
Okay.
So...
Oh, he found Droplet. Okay, he should be good to go.
Yep,
He gets 5 points for self-destructing at the jelly.
If he manages to do so.
Yeah, he should be. He has Droplet. I think. He doesn't cast Droplet on Maxim, he should be fine.
Yes,
Yeah, he
we
should
have
be
2
fine.
turns left.
Not that it will matter, but
I don't know how purposeful it is to commentate his attempt to self-destruct.
what else am I supposed to commentate, man? I can sit here in silent if you want.
Yeah, I've looked at the other runners, and what do you think is happening there?
Nothing is happening there. I mean,
Yep.
Meats is farming rocks, guys. Nothing changed here.
No one other than Trav, according to the score sheet, has a Gorgon Rock, so that's probably what Dank is still trying to do here.
Oh,
And-
Mike, what are you doing? He moved into a dragon counter. I don't think he knew it was double copper. So he did another oopsie. But didn't get punished. But yeah, we see the stair glitch in the top left, and the stair glitch and the self-destruct glitch, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. Very nice. That can also happen in the story for
Yeah.
a couple of occasions, but yep. GG to Käsekasten as well. Unfortunately,
GG is
that
definitely-
they're right towards the end.
I think it shows that the safety patch still is not forgiving.
Does
Was
he get
one
the
small
Speed Demon
mistake.
gold, though?
That's true. I don't think so, no. Yeah, as we can see, the safety patch, still one minor mistake, and the minor mistake was really, in that case, didn't matter. It was not putting Deck in a back row. Can go a long way.
Yep.
And even if he put in a back row, there was a chance he might still wipe. Might have had a smoke ball, but was too stingy to use it. Who knows?
Yep. So to everyone who's confused looking at the scores, Traffic Talks get a whooping 50 points for killing the jelly. So everyone else is also trying to look to get that kill as well in order to match up with his points total. which unsurprisingly would have been the case at the end of this. Someone winning without a jelly kill was never in question, especially with this lineup. So once
I would
again,
have been surprised.
Yeah, we're not quite at the end yet, but with one runner already finishing, I can only reiterate how every single one of these runners here is an accomplished runner in the community by now, even with Käsekasten only joining like last year or something like that.
I think even this year. Did he?
Yeah, maybe.
I think this year. I'm not gonna quote me on that.
Yeah. But he already has the 2026 champion badge, so it would have been wasted on him anyway.
I think he figured that out. That's why he threw in the end.
Oh, maybe.
And a huge shout out to Käsekasten. He played really well until the end. Like, as I said, his mistake was only minor.
Yep.
He did a really well showcase. I think he didn't allow himself many mistakes. I think there was one teleporter mix-up, but as we saw, even Travitox can still do those, so...
So Mike is now on the final floor. We're also going to see a jelly fight from him, and he's looking to maybe get a finish under 145. However, that would be...
What? No, the timer's already past that or not?
Not past 145, no.
The timer's at 143 or not?
Wait, I mean... 145?
Can still get some points,
what are you
but
talking about?
No, the timer's... whatever, we will see. I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay. Yep.
I'm confused here. Wait, is it 145? Isn't it 135?
No.
What? Since when?
Since ever. I mean, maybe...
Oh.
No, wait. You're confusing things. So 135 would have been the maximum speed demon points. But of course, if you finish below 145, you also get a number of points. Now, if you don't make the 145 limit, you can finish under 150 and you get even less points and so on. So
yeah, that's okay, sure. Okay, then we're on the same page. I thought you meant the maximum amount of points, my bad.
Yep, no, all good. That part, of course, has passed 10 minutes ago-ish.
Yeah. There we go. I didn't quite catch a setup, but I'm gonna assume it's a, Anka's Deadly Rod. I think double this up low probably, or a rock.
Yep. Yet again, no reason to worry here for Mike, I think, from what I've seen with his setup.
Didn't even bother feeding Darby. So.
Yeah, so we see the Disco Wolf. Darby 4. Yeah, I was going to say Darby 4 is one of the most consistent capsules to have at the jelly, but not feeding him here is clear evidence, as Clan says, that he's very confident in getting the kill without it.
Also, Darby 2 isn't that bad, as you can see. A Wolf Punch doing 188. That's pretty solid. That's like almost as strong as a normal Sully 4 attack.
I mean...
A normal Sully 4 attack, I think, is like... I mean, he's high level, never mind. I was comparing to level 30 something.
Yeah.
Still, more than good enough.
You'll take it, let's put it that way, but... he has reason to be confident. Hopefully it will work out, but if nothing else, the Marathon Safety Patch's average roll thing should be able to carry. Hopefully he took that into consideration and wasn't banking on high rolls. Yeah, so in terms of Dankmeats' setup, I cannot really say a whole lot. He does have a Gades Blade, but that won't help him because he doesn't have Guy.
Now he's locked to the Deadly with maximum RT. I know he has at least one Kiss Lifter.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't think he got a Gorgon Rock. I don't think he got a Hydra Rock.
The score sheet agrees with you.
Does he have a Cancer Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, at least he has that, but... might be more... Oh yeah, GG to Mike, by the way.
Yep, GG. That's the second person finishing the jelly kill. So now we will see between these two runners how many points they can actually get in total. So you can see Mike right now with 129 points. That is very likely not the final score. So just hold your breath here for a little bit when scorekeeping can actually verify how many points there actually are. And then we'll have a final result between these two runners, and then of course we're going to do the same thing with Dankmeats. And Clan and I will hold this commentary booth hostage until we have the final score. We will not be skipping away before we have a final score. You hear me, Shadow Killer?
Sure, talk for me. Why not?
Yep. I mean, I can hold you hostage as well if you want.
Still mad at Travitox now. I actually like that he ignored the Gades Blade in the end. That was a huge play. Glad he was aware of that.
Definitely. I'm impressed that he thought of it. I'm impressed that you caught it, because I would have done neither.
I was thinking of it. Really, I was thinking about it because I was aware of the setup. It was more than good enough.
Yep.
Who cares if you kill the Jelly by over 500 points or 100 points?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about turn 2 kill, but there's no point incentive for that. It's, very
That's
smart.
a good thing, by the way.
Yep. I will also have to say, with 30 seconds left to spare, had he have had the IP necessary to use Gades Blade, that would have been enough time, but he didn't. So,
I mean, then the Jelly would have died earlier, so semantics.
Yep. But that definitely allowed him to facilitate a sub 135 kill in the first place, because had he have to farm IP, that would have been a different story, I think.
So yeah, dank, yes. Dank
Dank.
nice, yeah.
Meet.
For second round. Please forgive me.
Yep.
He's on our last runner left. As we expected, he's taking a sweet time. That's the same strategy he did in his first round, so I'm curious to see how well it will play out this round.
Yep.
Because funnily enough, in my first round, I felt confident that I won multiple people the BGGs and stuff, and then it came out of nowhere, so if he can pull off another late finish, I would be excited to see that.
The thing is, he does have to get very lucky with item drops to facilitate the same thing that he pulled in your round, because in your round he had a bazillion miracles. And this round it looks like he's just a bit behind of what he needs to make that happen. But again, we don't see his inventory yet. We will know in about 10 minutes the latest.
Yeah, I think he's not sure why he's defending. He should just run away. That's way faster and safer for what it's worth. He at this level should tank a Cinder Blast. 36 maybe not. That's a problem with the non-guy parties. Farming IP, you really can't go the conventional way by just waiting for Cinder Blast spams. You have to be a little bit more creative. Let it be with defending when you're faster so you take less damage, or just doing alternative IP farms like what Travitox did. Waiting for the Dark Summoner to summon a Leech.
Yep. And again, just so we don't have to do it after the tournament in a rush when we're trying to do 50 billion other things, let me just shout out the AC Discord, which is where we all hang out and nerd out about strategies like you've seen today and others, movement strats, and all kinds of things. If you feel like this game could be interesting to you, whether it's for the story DLC or the roguelike Ancient Cave, then feel free to join us. There's lots of resources and help and people to talk to and people to hang out with, and also a giant community about, just collecting info about the game and going to the Japanese fan meetings and whatnot. So, whichever part of Lufia you enjoy, you're probably going to find the people that are also interested in it.
Story DLC, nice meme as Bamboo mentions.
Yep. It's
not sure how much I like it.
from a cave runner perspective, that is very much how it feels like. But I mean, I enjoy the story mode as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's a great story. It's a great game all in all. It's not meant to diminish the story mode in the slightest when I say that.
Yeah, I get it. Fair enough, Bamboo. It's probably because the story is just way too long. I mean, in a story speedrun context, unless you consider the what is called ACE method, where you beat the game in under a minute, but where's the fun in that?
So it looks like we have the final scores between Travitox and Mike. So while Hank Meats equips weapons here, we can decisively say that he will have to compare with Travitox's 142 points, while Mike unfortunately comes 6 points short.
I wonder how many points did Mike get for the Speed Demon incentive?
Let me look it up really quick in the score sheet.
Or like, how many was he missing, I should ask?
He got 6 out of 12. So that's exactly exactly the difference. Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
I like that speed matters still.
Yeah, good call.
Like, if he... I don't know. He probably could have played a little faster, and like one more miracle would have made a difference.
He used one more miracle.
Yes.
On Ammonites, I will remind you.
It evened out, I think, unless he found a second ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been funny if that miracle was the reason he lost.
Now, the thing is, Dank Meats could try to go for a Speed Demon incentive, and
he should, in my opinion.
I mean, he could try and finish below 155, which is the only threshold to still go for, and I don't think that's very reasonable. He has 8 minutes to go. I don't think he is going to get a single point from the Speed Demon incentive. So, and there is the full inventory screen.
Yeah, we saw it earlier in Case of Custom. That only shows up. But we were talking about something else, and I forgot it over time. It only shows up when your inventory is full and you're picking up a new chest. So, funnily enough, you either have to put it back into the chest, which I think is a funny solution, or drop it or feed something away.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can never navigate that menu. It only shows up for like in like 1 out of 100 runs or something.
I was about
like that.
to say.
And you never spend time trying to figure it out, right? So no one actually knows how to operate that thing.
I think I had it once in my life.
For all we know, there is a second music menu glitch in there, and just no one knows.
It might be viable for story. You never know.
Yep.
It might be major glitch.
Yep. Exactly. Just close it and feed. And for me, it's always like, oh no, what I have to press to like get it away, you know?
Okay, quick. I like the use of fake here. I think it guarantees that Artie is faster next round in case Maxa misses now. But gladly he didn't.
Oh, in Hundo, the screen is not that rare. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sure. I think he may has the time. I'm not sure which floor is he on. Maybe he doesn't have that much time left.
Like 94, I believe.
I'm not sure. 94 is a good floor to risk it, I guess. I hope he's a small ball.
Interestingly enough, a very similar situation to how Käsekasten died.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to do the whatever strat it's called, where he slashes down now. Like doing one step to the right and slash down.
Yeah, now, the mid-G strat, right?
What? I guess. What?
Yeah, he wants to get a 50-50.
I don't agree with this play at all. I'm confused. If he's willing to risk another smoke ball, might as well go to the right. What?
That was his last smoke ball, I believe. So
I don't. I'm gonna say nerves. Runner nerves. But that was not a good play. He gained nothing from it, but wastes 2 smoke balls.
Yep. Now we're seeing potentially 2 terror balls being used. Yep. So that's the only terror balls he had.
Yeah,
no, never mind. There's second deadly, of course. Yep. But he did not die.
Yeah, that's a good thing. No, he was a 93. On 94, that risk would have been, I guess, more in his favor because Copper Dragons are more likely to show up on even floors.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was nervous because he could have just gone to the right. If he slashed or not, didn't matter. And used the smoke ball again if he was willing to use both up anyways.
I don't know, like I also wouldn't have done what he did, but I'm sure there are also good reasons for it, other than nerves. We will never know, I guess, unless he drops in chat afterwards.
I guess we can do a little curve in discussion. I want to confidently say there's... that play was just, no hate, objectively bad. I don't see what it could have accomplished.
I mean, you saw what happened for Käsekasten earlier, you know? In certain situations, there's...
But he was...
I guess he could have always used the smoke ball, right?
But he went for the 50-50 side attack. Like,
yeah.
That's what I mean. He was willing to risk the second smoke ball anyways. He might as well take the safety option, go to the right, use smoke ball, and take the stairs.
Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing what you're saying the entire time.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't see what he was planning to do at all. If he had a plan.
A lot of dragon hallways he has to deal with here. That's not what you want to see when you're,
Doesn't have much
close to
key.
Jelly 4. And this is yet again the same situation. The same hallway with the same
See
stairs.
if you learned.
Uh,
my okay, this one we can 100% put up to runner's nerve or...
It happens, it happens.
Yeah. Oh, the never got so...
Let's see what happens here, though.
Okay, yeah, he's smart. I like that.
Also, he did have another smoke ball, okay.
Yeah. Which makes us play... whatever, I'm dropping it. We get the point. Oh. Not even looking at the chest. I think he had time, because he has to enter... Wait, what? Okay. He has to enter the fight before the 2-hour mark. Once he enters, he's good to go.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna get at least 2 speed demon points if he finishes below 2 hours.
Oh,
If I'm not mistaken.
I thought it capped at 155, but I'm not sure now.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Dang,
In any case, that is the last fight of our tournament. And you will actually have to wait a couple more minutes afterwards for the points verification.
2 extra, okay, thank you, Bamboo.
Then we will know who wins Fail Blowout 2026.
I want to say it's looking good for one person, really.
Yeah, for sure. Trev somewhere gained another 4 points in the meantime. So,
But as I said, in my group, many people were also confident that I had already won. I got multiple GGs just to tank. Somehow still ended a win in the end.
He used a miracle right at the end, too.
Okay. Did he not have any other mana? Oh.
That was a lot of miracles, though. There was a lot more miracles that are actually noted down the score sheet. So,
holy staff, what is this setup?
This is getting close.
Okay, as trick at least. And Uncastelia. Does he not have a finish of a Maxim?
We'll see.
I don't. Even Silver Rapier, I think, would have been better here.
Battle Cry is alright. I mean, the old sword is alright, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, but his only finisher right now is... Oh, no, wait, he has old cancer, right?
Yeah, he would have a Cancer Rock.
Okay, then it's not a... Okay, I thought his only finisher was Tia with the Holy Staff. Which I don't think she even has the AP to use it, yeah.
30 seconds to go for the 2 points, which, for all I know, might decide it.
Thunder animations, I think, is gonna kill this. I think he might just have to hold well the last turn.
Also, I have to mention, in case this is a kill, we have to consider that the runner's timer might be slightly different than what we see on the screen as a timer due to, shifts in like Discord delay and whatnot. So technically, you might have a couple more seconds that we see, but
Shadow Killer's actually behind. There's some problems.
Yeah, so no speed demon points from now on. There's no need to rush. And this is the last turn that he has.
Does he not have Cancer Rock? Okay, he
should have Cancer Rock.
I guess he forgot to equip it or didn't. Huh.
Or maybe he never got it. I don't know.
I thought you told me he had one.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think he needs a crit or Fumi to bail him out here.
Well, Fumi is...
No, crit, I don't think it's enough.
Fumi thinks that's unfortunate. If he actually plays this out, we will see how much damage was missing, which is 185. That's another point of this patch, unfortunately, to have to showcase it. But yep, unlike regular jelly fights, this was actually the number that was missing, and 185 is annoyingly close to a jelly kill.
Yeah, but old sword or not? I think he used the Uncursed Deadly sword IP, not the old sword.
I'm not sure. However, what I am reasonably sure about is that Travictox has won Fail Blowout 2026. And yeah, as unfortunate as these runs have been for Casey Custom Dank Meets, and I guess Mike as well, because he just came short on points, congrats to Travictox. who takes away the win. Yet again, I'm reasonably sure this isn't his first Fatal Blowout victory, as it wouldn't be for at least one of the runners either.
Yeah, huge GG from me too. Was a really, really cool run to watch from every player. Especially surprised with Käsekasten. I think he really pulled through.
Yeah, I cannot agree with that this was a boring outcome and Travis expected a win at all.
Nah, what?
But
saying that? I'm banning them.
Well, who do you think?
Oh, no surprise there.
But yeah, I think this was very interesting. I mean,
it was definitely for sure.
Yeah, could have gone everyone's way, and also with the points being this close, I am interested in what Dank actually had in his inventory and whether, had he have gotten those extra 150 damage, he would have actually gotten a higher points total than Trav here.
I guess we'll find out soon.
They are counting the scores, so Shadow's taking that threat seriously. That, of course, was not meant seriously, but...
Sure. Nah, needs the sound muted.
Hello, Meats. Are you there? Okay.
As I said, he's sound muted. He probably have to DM him.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, he is sound muted. There he is. Hey, Mates. We want to just quickly go through your inventory here and figure out your final score.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Okay, so did you get Gorgon, Hedora, or Cancer?
Nope.
No, okay. And then I think you found every single ball option available, but let's see, we got ice.
I used my last smoke ball, I know that.
Okay, so we lost that one. Alright. Yeah, no, I know Discord audio's on stream. I figured I'd bring Meats in. But thanks for the heads up. Alright, we got... Alright, let's stand still for 5 seconds. Alright, we got a Gloom and an Earth and a Gades and a Fry Sword. Okay. 4. What about fruits? Did you find any fruits? 1, 2, 3.
4.
Alright, and then let's take a quick look at the balls again.
Camu Jewel 2.
Camo? Okay. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. Do you have 6?
No, this is it.
There's not one below Ice Ball? Okay, Iris.
No.
Okay, alright, there's your final score of 89. So with the 50 you would have been at 139, so you would have come close for sure. Those 17 miracles definitely helped you out as they did last time. But is Trav here? Trav, do you want to say anything? Congratulations to 2026's Fatal Blowout winner Travic Talks. Trav, you got anything to say?
No, nothing much, but yeah, thank you. All GGs to the other participants. And thank you for making the tournament, Shadow.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of fun. Real quick before we head out, I want to just do a couple of quick thank yous. First and foremost, to Poexel and RPG Limit Break for letting the Ancient Cave community have a home here on the Limit Break channel for the past 11 or so years. They've always been super kind and super supportive. Really appreciate all of that love that they give us there. Shout out to all the runners, especially Traffic Talks, again, our winner, and all the commentary. Behind the scenes, my buddy in crime, Kriegspire, unfortunately wasn't available much this year, but he did help put all the scoring sheets together and everything like that. And with him, Elie-san, who was a runner and did some commentary. Big shout outs to him. RC for putting together the patch that the runners used this year. And yeah, I think, oh, of course, big shout outs to Eve and Aria from Magic Couple Gaming. All of the artwork you've seen was done by them on stream. So thank you again for their support and doing this for free. But I think that is it. Again, if you're interested in hanging out with us, we're a very cool, well, maybe not cool, but maybe we have fun. I'm just kidding. In the AC Discord, come hang out. If you're interested in learning the run, or if you're interested in Lufia 2 in general, or any of the Lufia games, please come out and hang. Hopefully we can get back more into some community events eventually. But that's it for me today. Once again, I'm Shadow Killer. Thank you all for hanging out. We had a really good time. And I'm going to find somebody to raid. I think this is spelled correctly. Let's see what he's doing real quick. Alright, I'm just going to send it. Jelly Jam, we'll see. Have to talk to Ellie about that. Again, thank you guys so much. Gonna raid my buddy Cordelium, who I'm guessing is playing Final Fantasy VIII, would be my guess. Go say hey to Cord. He's a big RPG speedrunner. He's been doing stuff forever. And a big part of the community as well. But again, thanks everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time with Fatal Blowout. Have a good one. Be kind.